Hello friends, I'm here with another video in collaboration with Avery Products, and since it's been a while since I've shown you a process video of a scrapbook page, we thought it would be fun to do that today. Plus, there are free design downloads so you can print some of the same stickers I am using at home. We're putting a fun twist on these adhesive flags, and you can personalize them using Avery Print and Design. Use the link in the description box for the free design. Once you download it, open avery.com/print and sign in. I've got it saved in my projects, so I'll pull it up and show you how easy it is to customize with any name. Once you select Open and Print, it will load the screen where you can preview the project and make all the adjustments. There are 4 flags per page, and you can have all of them say the same things or different. It's super easy to customize them to any name simply by clicking and changing the text. These would be great as flags for straws for a party. What a fun personal touch it offers. However, since we're putting a slight twist on it, I'll show you how it can be used as a sticker. Once you're done customizing, then go ahead and hit Preview and Print. This 41570 fits perfectly in the 4x6 paper slot in your printer. I've printed this out on my Canon Selfie using the PicFrame app and my iPhone to put 2 photos on a 4x6. Links are in the description box below to everything I mention. Using my Fiskars trimmer, I have trimmed the photos apart. I'm taking this Hello Sunshine paper, and I thought about trimming off the tear strip, but instead I'm flipping it over and I'm going to trim off 1/2 inch off the top so that I can keep the red base at the bottom. I like that effect, and I'm going to play around with my photos to see where I want to put them. I've also got this other piece of paper that I'm bringing in that I've already stamped just to see if I can work it in underneath the photos. A lot of times when I've got certain elements that I want to use, I play around with it for quite some time before I feel comfortable with actually gluing it down. So if you're having the same issue, just go ahead and pull your favorite pieces out. I like this Love This So Much card, so I'm going to try to work that in as well. I probably could have cut it with larger scissors if I was wanting to be a little bit more precise. I don't really mind that it's not perfectly straight though, and if you're like me, then you can just use whatever tool you have handy. I do, however, want this card Everyday Happy, so I'm going to bring in my Fiskars trimmer that you saw before. This is my favorite trimmer that I've been using for the past few months. It is fairly new, and I've found the cutting is very precise, and I love the way the blade slides against that bar. It's kind of like a roller bar. I think it's made out of aluminum, and I find that it's really easy to use and very precise. So I've got the Everyday Happy cut out, and I'm going to play around with the placement. I'm primarily using pieces from my Oh Happy Life collection with American Crafts. I found that if I don't use my favorite things right away, they get kind of buried in my other supplies, so I highly recommend using the new supplies that you get and playing around with little pieces. I like to save scraps and bits and pieces so that I can layer photos on top. Sometimes it's funny because then I go back to just a few elements instead of trying to work everything in. I like where this cluster is going, so I'm going to grab the stickers that I've printed out and try to figure out where I want this adhesive flag. I'm peeling it off, but I'm realizing that I may not want it to stay whole. I actually want to cut it in half, and I want to have both stickers, after I cut it, to appear on the page. Instead of cutting it in my hands, I want to be a little bit more precise, so I stuck it back onto the backer, and I'm just going to cut it right here with these cutter bee scissors. Now I can figure out where they're going to go and then stick them down later. Because I want to make sure that these are glued down, I'm simply applying a little bit of adhesive behind them in the middle. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can sort of fake layer things underneath and make adjustments. I don't feel the need to glue all 4 sides down at this moment. These are sort of placeholders so that I can embellish and do my layering and make it seem like that was the way I planned it all along. So as I'm playing with how I'm going to put these stickers down, I'm just trying to see, I like the way that looks. And then I'll probably put this one down here somewhere. That looks about right. Sometimes committing to the paper is really scary, but I promise it's part of the fun, and you can stare at your supplies all day long, but it's way more fun if you use them. Decided it was better off to cut off that red part on this plus sign paper, and I want to orient it so that I can see as many of the plus signs as possible on the right side and the bottom. Once I'm ready to commit, I once again only put adhesive in the middle. I find that it's enough to keep it down. I want to grab these stickers. These are also a free download that you can get in the description box below. These are really handy because I think they're super simple and you can definitely add your own personal touch in the middle of them. I want to put this square down, I think right here. Yeah, that looks about good. And then I want to also add the Hello Beautiful. These are scallop stickers, and I think that they are great colors. They match really well with my collection, Oh Happy Life. And I'm going to tuck it back here and cover the beautiful because I just want it to say hello. I don't think that it's bad to use beautiful for boys at all. I just like the way that looks, and I think there's enough words on here so I can just focus on adding other design elements like this die cut that I have, and then also this square might look good over here, but I think I'm going to use it more as a photo corner. So I'm just cutting it in half on the line. It's not actually that hard to cut just the sticker by itself. You don't have to put it back on the backer page. But I think that there's too much white going on with the rays. So I'm going to take it off. And then I think that I'm just going to cut off the white line so that you can only see the orange as a mock photo corner. All right, so that looks about good. So that is down, and then I realized that I have to add some glue to the back of this Waffle Crafts die that I cut out previously. I just love that it adds such an intricate texture and design element. And then I've got the How Sweet It Is rubber embellishment from my Oh Happy Life collection. I'm just going to add some glue back here. I probably should use glue dots instead. We'll see how this one turns out if it lasts. I have found that it's hard to work with these rubber embellishments and only glue dots seem to really hold it. But we're going to see how it goes and I'll let you know. I'm stamping the date here. This was the day that Jack first used scissors, and I'm so proud of him because he did such a good job and he had a concentration face that was just adorable. If you have photos of kids or yourself doing everyday happy things, then I highly suggest that you document them in special ways. Scrapbooking moments like this allows you to freeze time in a way that is tangible and can be shared and enjoyed for years to come. I love that this creative community we have makes us treasure and use our digital devices to preserve memories and also allows us to get our hands busy through the process of paper crafting. There's another project on the blog I'd love for you to check out. We did it for a client and it shows a great way to preserve children's artwork without having to store the many large pieces they bring home from school. Simply take the photos of the artwork, print them out, and include it on your scrapbook layouts. Hope you feel inspired to get those creative juices flowing and to download these free designs to use in all kinds of ways. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Feel free to share something that makes you happy, or if you have questions, please leave them as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for bringing sunshine into my everyday. You Tangerines are the best.